In my quest to test every single stat build of Dark Souls, I decided to treat myself and do a dexterity run. Without further ado, I invite you to spend some time to watch me slice and dice my way through Lordran. I know this will be fun, so let's start. Rules. I'm investing only in dexterity. No sorceries, miracles or pyromancy. No summons. I need to kill every boss. As with every Souls run, let's start by creating our hero. This looks okay. I'm taking Master Key, of course, as a starting gift, and class will be Bandit for a very specific reason. Bandit, as the only one, has 14 strength from the start, and since I am only putting my points into dexterity, any strength I can get is worth a ton. Grab the key, say hello to Stray Demon, and up the ladder we go. Get the bonfire, run from Asylum Demon, and another bonfire. Pick up the shield, perform some impressive evasive maneuvers, and get the axe. It seems as if shield will be getting me a mid-roll, so I will skip wearing it for now. Yes, thank you, now give me Estus. Quickly dispatch this rabble and now drop down onto the boss arena. Plunge attack, couple of hits, hammer to my face, and he is dead. Grab this lovely taxi to Firelink and let's do our first leveling and bump the dexterity to 12. Now, Battle Axe isn't much of a weapon for samurais, so we need to look for something that is up to our agile prowess. Yeah, this time I can equip this. Estok is a thrusting sword with initial D scaling in strength and C in dexterity. This will do for now. Let's get everything I can from Firelink and Graveyard before moving on and then move on. To the Undead Burg. Estok is actually a really cool weapon. It is fast, has a good range, and you can, if needed, use it while blocking with a shield. Also, it has a very powerful running attack. It can actually hit twice if you do it properly. I told you I will be back. Get the bottomless box and repair box and murder this guy. Grab the items he left. And of course, Uchigatana. This will be useful later.
2 seconds later.
Okay, that didn't actually last that long. Level up dexterity to 14 and equip the katana. This is one of the best starting weapons in the game. It has really solid damage and scaling, and on top of that it builds up bleed, and thus the first step to being the last samurai is there. We have a fitting weapon. Grab gold pine resin from chest, avoid the barrel, and into boss arena we go. Clear the crossbowman, electrify the katana, and let's do some demon sushi. Slash, chop, and bleed. Death by honorable Sudoku. Bait the Hellkite to burn the whole bridge and wait for him to sit on it. And just run to the next bonfire. Now, it is very important to bully the Black Knight. Be an absolute dick and outrun the guard and close the gate before he does. Loser. Onion bro. I will get this open for you, just you wait. Into Darkroot Basin to get some proper shield, and while here just practice backstab on this poor Black Knight. Now equip the shield for increased stamina regeneration and lose the trousers, apparently they are too heavy for me to be able to fast roll. Like a good samurai, utilize 1000 cut technique, or just running attack to cut everything in my way. You will not escape my judgment. Punish the Baldur Knight guarding Lothric and free him. I will also free him later of something else. Gargoyles, I challenge you to a fair fight to death. I guess it's not really that fair, but I have lightning Uchigatana and you are dead. Ring the bell and go down. Dude, why are you so weird every time? Now to Fire Link to level Dexterity to 25. Lotrek, I know this isn't honorable samurai's way, but you must die. You have something I need. I'm so sorry. 3 Greeks from Company of the Barrels. Face me like a man, you petty thieves. No, you rather hide in darkness and ambush me. I will have my revenge. 3 against 1? You might just stand a chance. Just kidding. Capra Demon, I've come to bargain. I see you don't see it that way. Fine, have at you. Get the shortcut and rest at the bonfire. In depths, bleed the butcher and grab the large ember. Seriously, what is with the NPCs and barrels in this game? Like, every time. Grab the bonfire and another point into Dexterity. Deal with rat infestation down here. Yeah, I cannot be bothered to deal with those rats. Backtrack to Butcher's room and get the hidden shortcut. Now channel your inner Tony Hawk and slide down that ramp. Another shortcut and Gaping Dragon time. I always thought he looks like a submarine in this cutscene and I love it. I really like this boss. I still remember being terrified when seeing it for the first time. It isn't really very hard as his attacks are well telegraphed, but it looks menacing as hell. Seems he is also immune to bleed, so fight took a while, but eventually I got the key to Blighttown, which I will gladly not use. Back to Firelink, let's level Dexterity to 30 and go down to Blighttown. I'm not gonna bother going straight through the gate in depths. Instead, just go down to New Londo Ruins, and because I have Master Key, I can just go through the gate to Valley of Drakes and voila! Rear entrance to Blighttown. I wanted to grab another weapon along the way, but let's do that later. Or never. Now grab the bonfire and into Quelaag's domain. I think when they designed Blighttown they realized that nobody will like it and just decided to put in some loophole to skip it, and thank God for that. So yeah, it seems that she, like Gaping Dragon, do not bleed, and my katana almost broke mid-fight, so I had to hit her for 20 damage most of the time. In the end, it took almost 5 minutes for the whole fight to finish it. Ring the second bell of awakening, and just like that I have access to Sen's Fortress. While I'm here, I will grab the next bonfire and have really nice chat with a spider lady. Good talk! Now, to not spend more time in Demon's Ruin later, let's just say hello to Ceasless Discharge. Grab Nazgul cosplay and run to the beginning. Wait for him to jump from the cliff. Except he did not want to jump at all. He keeps just using his fire Kamehameha and blasting me whenever possible. It's like he didn't want to die at all. Why? So the trick seems to be that if you die to him for the first time, you need to jump all the way to the end again and back to the fog gate without dying. Then he will jump. Once that happens, just smack his hand and fight is over. Another level up and I'm already at 37 dex. Now I had few options. I can do some bosses or just push through to Sen's Fortress. I also wanted a different weapon, as the Uchigatana was not something I wanted to use all the time, although it was fitting blade for samurai, which in current state I am not looking like one. My attire makes me look more like a Grim Reaper, so let's embrace it and get the only weapon that comes to my mind in this state. Quick run to the catacombs and yeah, grab Great Scythe. Come back to patches and Jesus Christ, I look like death itself. While I'm here, let's deal with Pinwheel. A bit of hit and run and he is done. And nice, he dropped Mask of the Child, but I really like the current look, so I am not going to change it for now. Run back to Firelink and let's upgrade this puppy. With +5 upgrade I am getting 263 damage while having 37 dexterity. I also got Crest of Artorias for later. Really my only problem with this weapon is moveset. It is awkward as hell. Like nobody uses sight like this. Good thing they changed it in DS3. Let's grab a bonfire and now to Moonlight Butterfly. To the top of the tower I ran, and now the fight. Grim Reaper is waiting. Unfortunately it took 2 cycles to take it down. So yeah, that happened. Dex to 39 and now to Forest Covenant. Well, while I was running I suddenly triggered the dialogue and I declined and cannot join the Covenant now. Great. It doesn't matter, run to Seath and start the fight. Now would be a good time to talk about bleed. This is a mechanic that allows certain weapons like Great Scythe or Uchigatana to build up a meter, and when filled it is consumed to deal additional damage. Bleed deals between 30 to 50% of damage victim's total health. Bosses bleeds between 10 to 15%. I killed Seath on first try, so death takes another toll. Dexterity to 44 and it seems I have reached a soft cap. Grab the Eastern set to complete the Samurai Fantasy and down to Hydra. Good thing that this is not like a mythical Hydra and heads are actually not regrowing. Ooh, I love me some Havel Ring. Last thing here is Golden Golem. Princess Dusk, it is I, your prince. Not exactly charming, so yeah, you're free to go. Although I can do it later, returning back to Asylum now will allow me to do Painted World just after finishing Anor Londo. Impersonate an egg and grab the taxi back to where it all started. Deal with Hallowed Oscar. Now Black Knight. And another one. Pay visit to my old cell and get the Peculiar Doll. On the way back, drop down to Stray Demon.
Hello there.
Now bleed his ass to death. Another soul for the Reaper. With that out of the way, I cleared everything I could, except Ashlake, but I am not bothering with that. Leveling Dex to 48 and now I am just receiving mostly damage reduction bonuses. It would be best to invest in something different, but no, I will be stubborn about this. Taxi! Trap Palace, here I come! Taste my size, snakes! Seems they like breakdancing and they are good at it. Dodge the pendulum axis, carve more snakes, talk to Sigmire and tell him he is the best Onion. Now dodge some more axes and get the bonfire. Before I go to the boss, there is one more thing I want to get for later. Prince Rykard, I'm sorry, but you need to die. I would like your weapon to be mine. Now, Rykard's Rapier is very cool weapon. Like Estok, it can be used from behind the shield, and it has unique heavy attack that unleashes a flurry of stabs. Elegant weapon of a more civilized age. Run to the top, kill that annoying archer, and the giant throwing balls. Iron Golem looks majestic from here. I guess I need to put the Seath to the grindstone, as it is getting dulled against this guy. Seems like Afterlife Taxi does not have much money, as they need to use demons now. Reaper does not travel in style this time. Hello, shooting gallery, I'm in Orlando. I came here to reap souls and chew bubblegum. And I am all out of gum. Sorry, Mr. Giant, I am only here for your boss. At bonfire level dexterity to 52, it got me 1 point of damage. Did he just backstab me from the front? Do I see that right? What the hell of next level ninjutsu is that? Grab the elevator and holy shit, surprise attack! I killed your brothers in another life and you will join them too. I guess they heard I was talking shit behind their back, but again, they proved that the environment is their worst enemy. Seems like those wings are only for decoration. Gravity seems to be doing my job here for me, and it is taking my salary in this place. Oh, hi Solar. I am sure you already know this by now, but you can actually see which chests are mimics. Look for the chain on the right side. If it's mimic, it will be pulled to the front, and chest is breathing. Normal chests have their chain tucked to the back. Now skip half of the area with the stair jump and to ONS fight. Seems like even death can be killed with hammer that is big enough. But I am a persistent force of nature, and couple of resets and I was able to take Ornstein down. Now that Smough is alone, it is smooth sailing. I was even able to trigger bleed on him, and Great Scythe can also stagger with enough consecutive hits. I'm sorry, princess. Do not tempt me with your eyes. Now that I have Lord Vessel, I can progress further. But since I am in Orlando, let's just tie some loose ends here. Grab the bonfire in Darkmoon Tomb and now quick warp to Andre to get Seath to +9. Back to Gwyndolin. Run, attack. Run some more, attack some more. Run one last time and kill. Dexterity to 56 and now to Painted World of Ariamis. Cut down the entire population of Painted World Guardians and check out that sick painting. This place is so weird and creepy, I am not even sure death is welcome here. Inhabitants are also friendly, especially the birds. Run through the walls into the tower, through the fog gate into the courtyard and open the gate. Jump down to the well and turn the handle. To Crossbreed Priscilla then. Again, for some reason I wasn't able to cut her tail. Wander around in the snow for a moment and kill her. Jump down and let's go to Duke's Archive to grab another bonfire. Oh, I actually forgot down to put Lord Vessel, so to Firelink. Let's not waste any more time. While I'm here, since I already have Covenant of Artorias, let's go down to New London Ruins. Plight Ancient Curse and decapitate some ghosts. Run into the cathedral and cut down even more ghosts. Seems like they have an infestation here. Get the key from Ingram atop the cathedral and now open the gate to the seal. I always love this reveal. Suddenly you are connecting the dots and the world becomes so much more cohesive, like, oh, that's where it is. I didn't know there is such a devoted fan club here. And cosplayers, wow! Kill the imposters and their gang boss, and grab very large amber for later. Oh yes, the wallhack cheating ghosts, my favorite. I guess they are really using the form to their advantage. Okay, 4 kings now. Let's see how well I can do. Oh, cannot take much of a beating. Weird. On first try I was cut down in half with one swing, but that never happened later on. 4 kings, my ass, if I had to beat 5 of them in the end. Sit down by the bonfire and level dexterity to 60. Getting another point of damage. Woo, massive! Let's get this over with and go to Demon Ruins now. Since Ceasless Discharge is already dead, I can go down straight to Firesage. Kill the bug in the wall and grab another bonfire. I really love that you can see Centipede Demon hanging on the cliff as a part of a level. Firesage Demon, similarly to Asylum and Straight Demon, is very susceptible to bleed. Around 10 hits and fight was over. Now for another bonfire and another boss. This time previously mentioned Centipede Demon. Run to the alcove with a bit more ground and try not to die to lava. Hack away at him and bleed him dry. The end. Equip the orange charge ring and to the Lost Isolate now. Best place in the world. Dexterity to 64, another point of damage, and now run through the lava. I know that this is an unfinished part of the game, but they should just really cut some of it, as in this state it's just tedious. I think that this is a place where even Death doesn't want to go, or they are just sending here those that could defeat it. Never mind, let's just get the headlamp. I'm very sorry, Solar, but I need that light. Hey, you stole my look. There can be only one.
There can be only one.
Now to deal with this shit. I don't know the exact points where to throw fire bombs, so let's just do it with a bow. Run to the one side and shoot some branches. Then die because the floor near me is gone. Now run to the other side and shoot another set of branches. Now crucial step, proceed to die one more time. And after that run to the middle and go down the branch and kill the boss. Another bump dexterity to 66, guess that is inappropriate for death. I don't have much game left to complete, and my initial calling wasn't this monstrosity I have become. Maybe it was time for change of heart. I strayed from the path of the samurai. To do death's bidding, I need to go back to the roots. I need to redeem myself. Quickly grab the pendant from Golem in Duke's archives and to Ulasil we run. Sanctuary Guardian stands in my way, so a little back and forth, cut the tail and he is done. Quick stroll through the forest, grab few twinkling titanites along the way and go down. Aren't you from different game, Hunter? Grab the shortcut and to Artorias we go. To get what I want, I need to defeat him. Well, he doesn't like my idea. Crestfallen Samurai versus Knight consumed by the Abyss. I had to put him down. Duel had a somber feeling and yet it needs to be done. Now for my prize. I had to kill Blade Lord Ciaran. Get the Gold Tracer. Dexterity to 69.
Yeah, boy.
And Gold Tracer plus 4. I am ready to face everything. Gold Tracer is a curved sword with a unique moveset that also causes bleed. Normally paired with Dark Silver Tracer, but I like my shield, so I will skip it. Trudge on through Ulasil Township and try not to die to casters. Get the key from the Mimic and let's pay a visit to Kalameet. Majestic. And now let's ask Cow nicely to shoot him down. Truer shot have never been loosed indeed. Let's deal with this overgrown lizard. Head down to the valley and let the fight begin. First attempt was okay, but Gold Tracer, unlike Seath, doesn't have a very good range. Smack him where his ball should be when he breathes fire. A bit of sword dancing on my part. Oh, he even bleeds. Awesome. Couple of quick hits and he is done. Gold Tracer to +5, which smacks. And because I am almost at the end, let's do some farming and get the Dexterity to max. I farmed for quite some time and finally my build is complete. 99 Dexterity with fully upgraded Gold Tracer gives me 409 damage. Let's finish this. Manus is next. Quickly run through the chasm. I always love this unsettling vibe of this place. Red eyes in the dark just looking for a prey. Take the shortcut and release Seath from captivity. Manus, I've come to bargain. Whoa, slow down there, cowboy. I'm not that easy. Let's dance, ugly boy. Swiftly like the wind. Punish him when he is vulnerable. Avoid the attacks like the lightest feather during summer breeze. And finally, deliver the fatal blow to the leg. Second to last lord is in Tomb of Giants. Nito Burrito. I didn't get the bonfire earlier, so I had to run for now. But with my fancy headgear, this isn't a problem. Also, I remember the path so much better now since my strength run. Do not waste any time, let's just run to another bonfire and then straight to the boss. Yeah, I forgot about the Black Knight. And apparently I also don't remember where the next bonfire is. After a moment of blindly walking here and there, I finally found it. Hey, this guy looks like my boss from my previous life. Let's teach him a lesson. I am no longer your servant. Lots of dodging and killing skeletons over and over, but he doesn't have that much health, so I wore him down pretty quickly. Time to get final soul and fight Seath for it. I am not really fond of enemies here, they are not really responding well to my Gold Tracer and slashing damage. And by well, I mean they are not dying easily. I'm just gonna run to the elevator and Seath himself. Fortunately, I ride straight under his beam, so no curse this time. I am able to one-shot these Medusa looking things and get the key from the chest before I drop dead. Now up top to open the door and down low to get the bonfire. Even though I am agile as hell, I am not a cat and drop from the ladder still kills me. Of course, I had to get lost before I found that shortcut again, as my memory is just atrocious. Fortunately, I am able to run straight back to our favorite dragon. No, I'm kidding, fuck Seath, he had it all and betrayed dragons, he needs to be punished. Now he's like, shit, I think I left stove running and, well, I am here for your shiny crystal and your life, dragon. Fight is pretty straightforward. Hit him in the front where the crystals are. Unless you want Moonlight Greatsword, this will be over in seconds. Last one on the list is Gwyn. Seems like Fram doesn't care anymore. so I won't care either. I won't do his bidding. Run through the kiln of first flame and let's make sure that gods are no more. Again, for withered old guy, he is very fast and agile. One last dance as a blade master, and after a couple of tries, I slashed Gwyn to death. Seems Framped wasn't very nice to me, I will not link the flame. Instead, I will rule in darkness. This was super fun. Dexterity weapons are my personal favorite in these games. And yeah, I know that this is so cliché, but this is just true. These weapons are very fun to use and offers a lot of flexibility in playstyle. Also, half of them applies bleed, which is just a cherry on top. Unfortunately for this run, I wasn't able to use any of the great curve swords, which are just the greatest, but that is for another time. Thank you very much for watching. Please consider subscribing, liking and leaving a comment if you like or dislike what I do. Stay tuned for more gaming videos and challenges. Challenger departs.